Okay guys, first off I want to apologize. I don't have the GoPro today and it was very loud in the shop, so I'm in the car out in the parking lot, in the truck I should say. Anyways, this video is for, I got a 2011 Duramax here, and the compressor is cycling. And I had this a couple months ago on it was also an 11, but it was a 5.3 I believe, or 6.0, I think it was a 5.3. Anyways, somebody else had worked on it for a long time, replaced about everything you could possibly think of. AC cycling, kicks on for a couple seconds. Anyways, when I got down to it, I'll make this video quick. What I had was, I found out that it wants you to check the temperature of your evaporator. So if you look at the picture, and I don't have that available, there is a sensor, and it's that pink connector there, 2-wire. And it runs into the box here, and the sensor actually physically goes inside of the evaporator core to see the temperature inside the vehicle. Well, not inside the vehicle, but inside the evaporator case, to keep you from turning on the vehicle and causing freeze up. So anyways, you come here to the Tech 2 here. I have this screen up. My evaporator temperature is at 30 degrees, okay? This is saying in order for that compressor to kick on, our evaporator temperature has to be above freezing. Obviously it's 32, sorry, but above 34 degrees. So that's what's led me to this before. So that's what led me here, because I've had it in the past. It was probably a couple months ago. Anyways, I built this little resistor here, and it's a 1.5 kilo ohm resistor, and I soldered it to just a wire, and then I put some heat shrink on it, and I ran some leads to the end, because I'm going to disconnect that connector, and it should be male on the other side. And then I'm going to plug it in, and then our temperature should jump up, and I got a temperature versus resistance chart that I will show everybody. Once again, sorry for the quality of video. I don't have the GoPro, and I'm not going to edit anything for this video. It's just a pretty common problem that I wanted to show everybody, because I've seen a lot of forums and stuff where people are scratching their heads about this cycling and people putting switches on and whatnot. And so I'm going to disconnect this, plug in my resistor, and I'm going to show you guys the temperature chart, and I'm going to show you my readings, how they changed. And actually there is no cold air blowing out here whatsoever. I'll get it. I think compressor on this one kicks on for about 2 seconds, but let me make this swap real quick, and then I'll get right back and we'll go over some stuff. You can see the compressor's not even cycling now that the temperature's up and the pressure, so that means the pressure's up too. So right now that it's a cold start and the engine's up to operating temperature, it's not even cycling anymore. It's just completely dead. So yeah, we'll swap this out. I'll show you the difference. Okay, so I got the resistor jump there. Remember, 1.5 kilo ohms. And that brings me down to, or that brings me up to, now that brings my evaporator temperature to 167 degrees, right? So well above the 34 degrees required. So we come to this chart over here, and it's our temperature versus resistance chart. And it's our temperature in Fahrenheit, I highlighted, and then it's our evaporator temperature sensor, okay? And we're going in kilo ohms. So we know we've got a 1.5. So let me flip over here. We've got a 1.5, which is not charted, and that's okay. So I told you that we got 167 degrees Fahrenheit at 1.5 kilo ohms, which is, the math is going to be pretty equal, right? We got 1.8 is the bottom of the chart and 160 or 158. So the temperature goes up as the higher or the lower the resistance. So that ours will equal out, right? A 1.5 K is going to take us at 167 degrees. That's perfect. So anyways, compressor is kicked on. No flashing light or anything. Compressor's kicked on, it's staying on. That's not the correct fix, obviously. That'll get you through the summer or whatever. If you're having trouble, you're lost heat and you're towing somewhere or something, you just need to, lost AC, you need to cool down until you can get this part fixed. This will obviously work, but in customers' vehicles, you don't want to leave this the way it is. You want to replace this sensor and do it the correct way. Also note, you got to take out the IP console here, the glove box here, the upper, and then there's the airbag module that sits back here also. You want to take that out. There's 4 10s, and then you're going to have your airbag connector down there you want to get out. These are going to be 2 T15s, and you just pull that out. And when you're lifting up on this airbag module to get it out. First, most important thing, if you're doing it for somebody else, always take a picture around this area, because you always get cracks. So take a picture before you start so they can't say, hey, you cracked my dash. Just cover your own butts there. Some sticks help to pop this thing up. Really, you can push underneath and get the pressure to come out, but try not to have any static. Try to discharge the static that you got. You don't want the airbag to go off. But putting it back together, you know, if you don't have a scan tool, you can disconnect the battery to eliminate your airbag codes when you're finished. But that's just a quick video I wanted to update everybody on. I know it can be a head scratcher. Some people don't have access to a scan tool that goes that deep into data, but let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions, let me know. Sorry about the quality. You can see the compressor now with that resistor installed. It runs constantly, and it will cycle, but that's natural. It's got cold air. I drove for a couple miles. It's got cold to cold air, and it's 100 degrees outside today, so we're good to go. A couple more things here. This is the resistor that I use. It's from Radio Shack, which I don't even know exists anymore. We just have a lot of these in stock. I used to use them on the old clusters for the Buicks when the lights would go out. You can solder them back to the circuit board there. But anyways, there's my 1.5K resistor. And here's a chart on the back. In case you don't know what the colors mean on them, you can go ahead and pause it on that. If you have resistors laying around, you don't know the value of them. And this is the part number. I looked it up. We don't have one in stock because we don't do them that often, but we'll have one tomorrow. But here's the part number, 25953349, and that actually fits 2011 up to a 13. So earlier I wasn't sure on the years that they fit, but I had to look it up. I Amazoned it earlier just for the sake of the video. It's not a Delco one exactly. The Delco one runs about $50 a list, I think. This one runs, it's like $11 on Amazon. Whether it's worth it or not, I don't know. I'll leave that up to you. But once again, sorry about the poor quality. I'm using my iPhone. Hopefully I get the GoPro back soon. Any questions, let me know.